The family of the black man who was killed by an off-duty North Carolina deputy sheriff, they are demanding answers, and they have hired attorney Ben Crump to help them. Jeffery Hash shot and killed 37-year-old Jason Walker after he alleged that Walker ran into traffic and jumped onto the moving vehicle that the sheriff's deputy was driving. So he said self-defense, but witnesses contradict what he has to say. Joining us right now is attorney Ben Crump, as well as Marlow Walker, the brother of the deceased. Certainly glad to have both of you with us. Marlow, I'm so sorry for your family's loss, and you have to deal with all of this. First and foremost, Marlow, just give folks a sense of who your brother was.
Jason was a kind-hearted gentleman. Loved people, showed you he loved you by being personable with you. It was nothing he wouldn't do for you. If you asked him to do something for you, he would go out of his way to make sure he would do it for you or get it done for you.
And at the time of his passing, what was he doing? What was he doing there in Fayetteville, North Carolina?
We grew up in Fayetteville.
Grew up in Fayetteville, and so he was, so he was working there. Was he going to school there?
Yes, he was working here in Fayetteville.
Ben, we've been looking at this, and again, it's very interesting. The sheriff announced that the vehicle the officer was driving, the so-called black box, wasn't working or wasn't turned on. He's given a particular statement. Now witnesses are saying totally different. Has any video come forward, anything else showing what happened?
No video has come forward, Roland, and obviously the thing that is so heartbreaking to the family is the white woman who is the only eyewitness that has come forward says she was down trying to help save Jason's life, but yet the police, when they came to the scene, they did not even respond to him. They all went to this off-duty police officer, the person who hadn't shot anybody, even though the crowd was saying, this man is shot. And it reminds you, Roland Martin, of Ahmaud Arbery, how when the police got there, they didn't have any care for Ahmaud Arbery. They went directly to try to help this police, not offering any compassion or humanity to the unarmed black man that had been shot. And, as I get to learn more about Jason, he was a single parent raising his 14-year-old son and was a very thoughtful person. And it's just, this could have been avoided based on the witness account. There was no reason she believed for him to shoot Jason. And and nobody with common sense believes a black man jumped on top of a moving truck. And more likely, like the witness said, he slammed on brakes, he hit Jason, and more than likely Jason slapped his hands on the hood. But we are waiting for the witness statements to come forward so we can get to the bottom of this. We know a man who was inside a truck got out of a truck at some point and continued to shoot this man per the witness. Shot him once from in the truck, but then shot for a total of 4 shots. And she believed he got out of his truck shooting.
Well, the thing that's just, again, confusing here is, okay, so he jumped on the vehicle. So that's enough to kill somebody? I mean, you don't call for help. So your automatic instinct is to shoot and fire to kill as if he was attacking you. I'm just trying to think, if you're an officer, what's reasonable?
Yeah. And what about de-escalation? And what Marlow and I talked about earlier, Roland, if this was a black man who had shot a white man in this instance, they would have taken his gun on the scene, they would have detained him, they would have probably arrested him and took him into custody. But they didn't take his gun, they didn't detain him, they talked to him and took apparently everything he said is the gospel. And that's why people are so outraged because people were on the scene and started gathered on the scene and saw how they treated this white off-duty deputy versus how they gave no consideration to this unarmed black man. And I think what we're going to find, Roland, is that these witnesses have no dog in this fight. This white lady did not know Jason Walker. So why would she have any reason but to tell the truth as she saw it?
Marlow, again, it is, as we're sitting here trying to understand what went on here, it's just still baffling to me that him running the traffic and jumping on a vehicle results in his life being taken. Marlow? Looks like Marlow's video has frozen. Hopefully we'll get him back. Ben, where does this case stand as it go? Who's actually investigating as well?
Right now, Roland, they said that the mayor and the city council has asked the FBI to come in. They have been daily protests since this happened, shutting down highways and protesting out in front of the police department. But where we stand right now, Roland Martin, and you and I have seen far too many of these. Autopsy was performed. We're going to get an independent autopsy because we think in this case, trajectory of the bullets and entry wounds are going to be very important. They believe he was shot in the back at some point. We need to know that. Whether they're going to be transparent and let out where the entry and exit wounds were on Jason Walker's body, we wait to see. We know, they already know now, Roland, because they did the autopsy. So are they going to be transparent? Are they going to tell us what they always tell us? It's a pending investigation, and we can't reveal it.
All right, then. Attorney Ben Crump, we surely appreciate it, man. Thank you so very much. All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. Folks, Black Star Network is here.
Oh, no punches!
I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?